Hello and welcome to Take 5 with the Regional Chamber. I'm Kim Calvert. Gem Young Insurance and Financial Services is celebrating its 75th anniversary this year. The company that started with a husband-wife team is now owned by the second generation, with the third generation already working in the business. Talia Hagler spoke with owner Leo DePrilly about the history and the future of the agency.
Leo DePrilly and his family have been serving the Valley for more than 7 decades. What started as Gem Insurance Agency in 1947 by Leo's parents has turned into a generational business. Gem Young Insurance and Financial Services now offers not only insurance products, but also financial planning and wealth management.
Back in the day, when it started with my mom and dad, I have to point this out that my dad was a New York Life agent, and he started the casualty business at that time, but he couldn't, because of his New York Life license, had to license my mother to sell these products. And my mother was the mother of 4 children at the time she started doing that. And they were doing that out of the apartment that was above my grandfather's store. So that's how humble our roots are and where we began to. And now today, I can announce today that we're 14. And we're in the process of another acquisition of another insurance agency that's going to take our firm to 18.
Running a business for 75 years isn't easy. Leo says to keep the agency thriving, they've focused on treating their customers right and staying on top of technology and trends.
That's quite frankly what landed us in Canfield from where we were before. We think this is a thriving, growing community. We wanted to participate in it. If you've ever been into our office, you can see that it doesn't look like an insurance agency. It's got a much more modern feel to it. We've really embraced our technology so that doing business with us has all the advantages of doing business with a much larger company, but we're still locally owned and operated, and we believe in just making a difference in our clients' lives, and we live and breathe it, and that's what we do in this town.
Leo's sons are now also working in the business and will likely eventually take it over. But it was never just assumed there would be a transition to the third generation.
My wife and I were very intentional for them to lead their own paths in their own life and not feel like they default into that third generation because of that fear of the shirt sleeves in 3 generations. So we let them choose their own path, but when they both wanted to come work for me, I had some harder conversations with them by saying, look, this is a business to run. So we did a lot of work up front, making sure they were a fit for the positions they're in, and they're both thriving because they know what it takes. So I'm teaching them to run a business and not just be the son of mine. So we're working really hard to think in terms of thriving into a third generation and not just exploiting a 75-year-old company.
And thriving is exactly what they're doing at 75 years and beyond. For Take 5 with the Regional Chamber, I'm Talia Hagler.
In addition to celebrating their anniversary milestone, Gem Young is also being honored with the 16th Annual Business Pride Award by the Canfield Area Council of the Regional Chamber. We'd like to congratulate Leo and his team on both achievements. For more information on the agency, visit gemyoung.com. And now to another Canfield company celebrating a big achievement. 898 Marketing was recently named one of America's fastest growing private companies in the country by Inc. 5000. The full-service marketing and advertising agency was listed at number 1,031 in the nation. In Ohio, they're the 18th fastest growing company, and they're ranked number 1 in Youngstown. The Inc. 5000 list is one of the most prestigious rankings of the fastest growing private companies in America.
Every year I look at it, even since I started back in 2002 and graduated from college, I always wanted to see if there was a Youngstown company on it, because that kind of gave us a piece of that's where we're from. That's awesome that our valley's growing and there are companies in there, and never expecting it to be, you know, the company that we started and that we have grown is it's really awesome.
Over the last 3 years, 898 has grown more than 630%. They're hoping to move up the list next year, but they're also excited to see which other Valley companies will join them on the list. For more on the agency, visit 898marketing.com. We hope you enjoyed this edition of Take 5, and we'll see you again next week. With the Regional Chamber, I'm Kim Calvert.
Take 5 with the Regional Chamber is produced by Mahoning Valley Productions, where we tell your stories.